Hey, this is Eric from ericlouberthorror.webs.com and ericloubert.webs.com. Links for both of those websites will be in the description box. So here's my big return for movie reviewing. But this is not going to be on a horror movie, alright? My next horror movie review will be on Predators, coming out July 9th. But my review will not be on July 9th, because that's my birthday, so I'll be doing stuff on that day. So expect a review on Predators before July 20th. Anyway, back to the review I'm doing now. The Karate Kid. Yeah, it came out a while ago. It did absolutely huge at the box office its first weekend. It made like 50 million, or between 50 and 60 million in its first weekend. So that was pretty damn good. And so that was pretty fucking good. And, so I finally got my chance to see it, and now I'm doing a review on it. So let me start off by saying that this movie is not a remake of Karate Kid. It's a re-imaging. Kind of like Rob Zombie with his 2 Halloween movies. Those are re-imagings. A remake is like a complete, blatant copy of a movie, just modernized for modern audiences. And the producers and the directors for this movie took a very, very interesting and very original approach to this movie. If nothing related to the Karate Kid was compared to this movie during the trailers, they could have gotten away by calling it something else, and they could have gotten away with calling it something else and not having it be called the Karate Kid. Fuck that all off. So yeah, they changed a lot, alright? Okay, in the first movie from the 80s, which is good, but it has failed the test of time. It really has. It has failed the test of time, in my opinion, and in quite a bit of people's opinion. So, back then, it was good, but now it's like, okay. Like, some stuff is outdated, some stuff is just not, movies get old. But this movie aged badly. It was good to do a retrospective or a re-imaging of it. So I am quite puzzled after the first few minutes of seeing this. The main character is named Dre, and he's played by Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son, and the Mr. Miyagi character is played by Jackie Chan. And the reason why I call him the Mr. Miyagi character is because he's not called Mr. Miyagi in this movie. He's called Mr. Han. H-A-N. Han. Right? And so, yeah, this takes place in China instead of in America. Right? The next Karate Kid, which was the 4th Karate Kid and the worst Karate Kid movie, also took place in China. So, basically, here's the plot. Dre and his mom have to move to China because his mom's work is relocating her to China. So, either she moves to China or she loses her job. So she chose to move to China. And at first, Dre doesn't like it. He's not very comfortable. He gets beat up by some kids at his school. And at his new school, he gets beat up by some of them. And the enemies in the original, those are basically them. So they go to the same school, and they're just punks, alright? The antagonists are portrayed very similarly. They have a lot of similarities between the original Karate Kid antagonists and themselves. So they are very closely alike. Like, and all the key scenes from the original Karate Kid are there. Like when Mr. Miyagi is trying to catch a fly with the chopsticks, and when the opposing trainer tells one of his students to break the kid's leg, and they sometimes even say it word for word, and it shows that this movie is related to the Karate Kid, the original, and it has so many influences from the Karate Kid. It's almost like a remake, but it's not. Like, the plot's a little bit different. Like, Dre is from Detroit, and they have to move to China. And the original, nobody moves, alright? And Jackie Chan did pretty good, as he usually does in his movies, and it was probably the most emotional performance on screen for Jackie Chan in his entire career. That's just my opinion. I've seen a lot of Jackie Chan movies. But this is probably the most emotional performance I've seen from him, and he actually broke down. Like there was a scene where he cried, and it was different. Usually you see him kicking people's, but this time he was he was a maintenance guy for Dre's new apartment where he lives, and he knows kung fu, and oh yeah, there's something that also I relate to. And another big thing that made this movie a reimaging and not a remake was not using the wax on, wax off. Okay, in the original it was wax on, wax off. In the new one it's jacket on, jacket off. Sorry for the weird, awkward movements, but yeah. Instead of wax on, wax off, it's jacket on, jacket off. Because Dre has a jacket and he wears it a lot, so he just uses that to learn kung fu and self-defense. So that was a little bit different, and I was like, what the hell? Seriously? Why you have to change that? But no, it actually worked out pretty well, and I gotta say, this Karate Kid is very good. This is a very good movie. One of the best I've seen this year. And not just one of the best summer movies, but one of the best I've seen all year. And I've seen The Wolfman, Nightmare on Elm Street, Kick-Ass, and quite a bit more. Avatar, no. Was that 2009? Yeah, Avatar was in 2000... I don't know. I think it was in 2010 when I saw it. I don't know. So, yeah, it was a very great movie. I loved it. Jackie Chan did an amazing job, as well as Jaden Smith. And Jaden Smith actually I think he has a bright future in acting, just like his father, Will. Will Smith's a great actor, and I believe Jaden Smith is going to be a great actor too. He really looks like his father, and they'll probably have the same kind of acting styles. Like, the movie was funny. Like, the original didn't have as much funny moments as the new one. The new one just had funny moments to get more people to come and see it. Because comedies is where it's at. Most comedies these days absolutely suck. But this is a cross between a comedy, an action film, a drama. It was just different compared to the original Karate Kid. And they stuck pretty well to the original, but they didn't completely remake it. They didn't destroy it, like the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. If you watch my review on that, don't believe a single word I said on that review. Because that was 1 hour after I saw that movie, and I was just still processing what I had seen. But when the DVD comes out, I will re-review it with a final decision on what I think about the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, because it has been bashed by so many critics, and when I think about it now, the only great thing about it was Jackie Earle Haley. And yeah, I'm getting sidetracked. So yeah, they did not remake it. They did not blow it up like most remakes do these days. Like, most remakes are bad, but this one was a reimaging, and it was done very well. It was one of the best reimagings of any movie that I've ever seen. I give this movie an 8 out of 10. The reason being because it stuck to the original movie with all the key scenes and the key parts and all the cliches that occurred in the original, but the plot was way different. But the basic assumption was the same thing. Some kid gets getting beat up by some punks. He learns karate or kung fu. In this movie, it's kung fu. In the original, it's karate. So it should have been called a Kung Fu Kid, and at least would have been passed up as a parody of the movie. Comment on the review if you think otherwise, or have a different opinion on the movie. I'm just doing this review the same day I saw the movie, so if you have any different opinions, be welcome to put them in the comments. And don't forget to like the video. Don't do this, alright? So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out the websites. I also have Eric Loubert Horror Facebook page. Don't have many fans. We need more fans, alright? So, yeah. Thank you for watching. 8 out of 10 for the Karate Kid re-imaging. So, have a nice day.